this video, we're going to talk about how to use a rehab diary correctly throughout your recovery journey. Now, a rehab diary is a tool. It helps you understand your progress. It helps provide perspective to your recovery journey. Now, it's not something that's going to replace your therapist. It's not something that's going to do the rehab for you. And it's not something that's going to diagnose or treat you. What it is going to do is allow you to work together collaboratively with your team to feel seen, heard, and understood, to understand what you need to accomplish, to build your goals, to set habits, to set the behaviors that's going to allow you to achieve the best that you can achieve when it comes to your recovery. Now, I always say to people, you have one body and there's not another one out there like it. So you need to take this process seriously. And that's why when it comes to a rehab diary, we're here to support you. I've worked as a physio for many years and I've seen the problems. I understand the problems and I hear the problems. And that's why I've delivered this app for you, is to help you throughout the process to make it a lot easier and simpler for you to achieve what you need to achieve. We have so many different features, but what's really important is that you need to develop the habits, you need to develop the behaviors, and you need to find the strength within yourself to work with the resources that you have so that you can become the most physically and mentally strongest version of yourself. So, what are my top tips when using a rehab diary? A rehab diary is something you want to start straight away, whether you are post-surgery, pre-surgery, whether you have had an injury, whether you're worried that you're going to get an injury, whether you're entering into a performance phase of your life. A rehab diary is best optimized with the most statistics it has. So the more you use it, the better it will get. The more you use it and integrate it into a daily routine, the more information it's going to give you throughout your lifetime or throughout your injury. Now, the other thing that's beautiful when it comes to a rehab diary is this information is uniquely yours. It doesn't come from anybody else. Information that you can use in combination with other tools and in combination with healthcare professionals to make the process so much less stressful. Now, when it comes to pain, injury, illness, and sickness, it's already confusing. It's already painful. It's already an out-of-control experience. So giving yourself a level of control when it comes to utilizing this tool is the best way to approach it. Now, a rehab diary is a diary. It allows you to track and log your rehab. It allows you to gather statistics and data around your pain, function, and analytics. It allows you to understand if you are getting stronger. It allows you to understand if you are controlling your load in the right way. And it gives you insights over a period of time that is easily distributable at your own discretion to your healthcare therapist. Your data and statistics is secure in your phone and in your portal. It's there for you to use and understand. Now, when are some great times for you to use a rehab diary? Before exercise and after exercise, it's good to log in the morning or at night time. It's good to log either once a day or once a week. What I would recommend doing is picking a time that you want to understand the most data. For example, if exercise is something that you are working on with your therapist to overcome an injury, using a rehab diary before you exercise and after you exercise, either every day to second day for a period of a few weeks, can be extremely helpful for you to understand how you're going through your exercise journey, how you're coping, and how you're recovering and getting stronger. If you're going in for surgery, or you have to undertake some prehab, it's best to use a rehab diary during that process to give that confidence to show you what's achievable when you actually start to develop the habits and you actually start to build a little bit of strength. Because after surgery, you will see some changes, but what you're going to see is this beautiful trend in growth from the point of surgery to the end point of your recovery. Visually, why do we want to do this? It's really important that we have that visual reassurance when it comes to this difficult period of pain and dysfunction and sickness, because it's going to get hard if it's not hard already. And what we need to do is make sure that we have the tools to approach that point in time as to when it gets hard. When we can see ourselves progressing, what that does is reinforce the behaviors that we've already been putting in place. That builds consistency. Consistency is what's going to get you through your rehab. Not strength, not the perfect physio, not the perfect app, but consistency, resilience, and education. So what you're doing with the rehab diary is you are working on those three things: consistency, resilience, and rehabilitation. The other important aspect to this visual component is that if we are regressing, it shows us a couple of things. Firstly, that what we're doing or the path that we're on when it comes to our rehab just isn't suitable for us. Two, The behaviors that we have to achieve the goals that we want to achieve aren't aligning. 3, the tools, or I guess the approach when it comes to your healthcare professional or the lack of health professionals in your team needs to expand. It gives you data as to how you need to go about spending time on your rehab. I would love to know if I'm not getting better as quick as possible so I can change the course. There's one thing with pain, and that pain is confusing. It's not clear cut. It doesn't start with the day and end with the night. It doesn't reset in the morning. It's not written in black and white in your body what's causing the pain and why. And sometimes it's actually not even associated with the things that you think it's associated with. So we need data, we need information, and we need that about ourselves. So utilizing a rehab diary is something that you want to use to make sure you're on the right track, to make sure you have the right team around you, to make sure you have the right treatment approach, and to make sure that you aren't wasting time when it comes to being best, strongest, and most healthy self.